The dirty secret that nobody wants to talk about is that attrition is one of the hidden costs of outsourcing. Hi, I'm Jared Johnson. I'm the Chief Customer Officer at TaskUs, and this is Inside Out, where we talk about the ins and outs of outsourcing. In today's episode, I'll be answering the tough questions about your path forward on your outsourcing journey. So let's get right to it. I think the best way to convince your leadership team to consider outsourcing is to start with the financial benefits. Most organizations see that as the primary benefit they're looking for from outsourcing. So you better have a good financial case, you better understand your total costs of doing the work internally and how an outsourcer's cost might compare. But there's a number of other strategic benefits to outsourcing that I think every organization should consider. Flexibility, the ability to increase or decrease staffing as needed through a partner who does this as their primary business every day. Scalability overall, as your business increases, can be a real advantage working with a partner who has additional capability and capacity to help meet your needs. Aside from just the short-term financial savings, I think it's important to look at what is the organization's long-term goals. Are you in a growth mode? Are you in a transformation mode? Are you in a contraction mode, which many companies are going through right now? So thinking about the long-term objectives of the partnerships to make sure that you are engineering an outcome that meets your expectations. Another strategic reason to work with an outsourcing partner is they may have the ability to meet multiple needs for your business over time. Often an outsourcer starts with one piece of work and migrates to take on other more complex work over time. An additional benefit there is they do this work across multiple clients and have seen the processes, the tools, the technologies to make the work successful over the long term. One of the reasons outsourcers talk about their people-first culture is because employee engagement is such a valuable asset in the relationship between an outsourcer and its clients. The dirty secret that nobody wants to talk about is that attrition, or the loss of frontline teammates or agents, is one of the hidden costs of outsourcing. You have to retrain those people. You have to get them up to productivity. You have to get them up to their efficiency curve, and that costs money. When you're looking for an outsourcer, oftentimes you're going to want to test employee engagement, retention strategies of that company to make sure that you're keeping the best and brightest people on your program for as long as possible to deliver you the best performance. When I think about when is the right time to outsource, typically I would say there needs to be a point of change happening in the business. If everything is status quo and stable, oftentimes it may not be worth the risk to try to bring on a partner or move work away from its existing location or existing people performing it. Those types of change can be a number of things. Massive growth is something that we often see. So a company literally can't keep up with its own growth prospects and has to go to a partner. There can also be financial stress in the business, and cost cutting is necessary. A key tool in outsourcing is moving work around the globe to a lower cost point where the work can be done perhaps just as efficiently or even more efficiently, but at a lower cost point. When you think about the leadership team of an organization making the decision to outsource, there has to be a compelling reason to take on that risk and to make that change. So you do need to think about what is the driving factor behind making an outsourcing decision. One of the signs that you're ready to outsource is if you have enough maturity in your organization to be able to complete work in a repeatable way relatively consistently. This isn't always possible. Sometimes you need a partner before you're 100% mature, but it's very difficult to train a partner well on a process you don't already do well yourself. So your training materials have to be up to par. You have to be able to document the operating procedures. You should probably know your outcomes and metrics, key performance indicators of the work. Otherwise, it's very difficult to tell an outsourcer how to perform the work and then how to measure them and assess whether they're doing a good job at the work once they've got it. Another thing to consider in your outsourcing decision is the culture or company values and how they reflect your values as an organization. Some of the best partnerships that I've seen over the years have come from partners where the client and the outsourcer had really good cultural alignment around what they expected in performance, what they expected in terms of business outcomes, and how they expected people on both sides to be treated throughout the partnership. So if you think you're ready to outsource and you decide not to do it now, there are some potential impacts. You do have the chance to get more mature and get yourself more ready for outsourcing, so that may be one benefit. But you also lose an opportunity to get a partner in earlier in your life cycle who can then start building skills, expertise, and understanding about your business over time to make them better. So I wouldn't say it's always a good decision to outsource now, but when you delay the ability to get a partner more ingrained in your business and potentially extract more business value.